Hey everyone, this is the collective reading for Tuesday, November 27th, 28th, 27th, 28th, 2018. It's the 27th, yes. Hi, Danny. Danny, tomorrow's the 27th, right? I'm lost on the days. I completely got lost in it over the last hour, and it's on Tuesday. You made it to Thunder Bay. That's wonderful. All right, this is a collective reading. So this is something, if it resonates, that is fabulous. Please let me know in the comments, reach out in personal message. You can also book your own personal reading. Yes, all right, tomorrow's the 27th. I was right. Thank you so much. Love you, bro. If something does not resonate, you can either let it fall away, you can ask for clarification, or you can book your own personal reading. I had drawn a few cards. This is from the Daily Guidance from Your Angels. This is from Erin Dorian Virtue. It's an interesting day. A lot of energy work being done. Kind of lightheaded on that one, but it was nothing but amazing work. So I'm really happy and appreciative of that. I actually got a healing hypnosis and Reiki session with David and Heather at Zen Rose Garden, and it was one of the most incredible experiences I have had in a long time. Again, guys, if you haven't checked out Zen Rose Garden yet, check it out. It is this amazing platform with incredible teachers, incredible talents, and it is ever growing with these evergreen classes. So if you haven't checked them out yet, check them out. So I went to the Daily Guidance from Your Angels, and I want to see where we are going today. We have child, giving and receiving, fresh air, daydream, heart chakra, and notice the signs. And you want to know what? I know that this is a lot of cards, and I normally try and steer away from that, but I was really guided to keep all these in the mix today. So that's just kind of what I did. This is a hi Libra, hi Matthew. Yes, I know, so many cards, but I'm being guided to it, and well, I'm kind of just going to honor it. It is this huge time of healing. There is a lot of inward, well, a lot of inner reflection, a lot of finding the patient zero, and we are getting into the balance of receiving. This is a time of action, of finding the balance, and if you've been doing too much, it is a time of having things come your way and letting things come to fruition, and time to take away from action, because you can't be action all the time. But if you have been doing nothing but sitting back and waiting for things to come to you, this is where we are going on the flip side of the same coin. Hi, Debbie. Guys, if you are new to my channel, first off, hi, welcome to the channel. If you hang out towards the end, I'll give you your own personal projection for the next 24 hours, and we'll see where this goes. So if you haven't liked this yet or subscribed, please do so. Hit the bell, because I am doing, well, more expanding on the channel. I'm actually going to be doing the astrological projections with tarot reading over the next few days, so we're going to see how that goes. But I'm here for the week, and I also do the weekend projections, and I still have to do the themed one for relationships. Relationships always went out, as far as I've seen, as far as when I do the polls. So keep that in mind. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and again, reach out, check out Zen Rose Garden. There's so many ways to get in contact, and this is just gonna keep growing, I hope. All right, a lot of healing work going inward, and this is taking all the layers of burden that have slowly accumulated over the years on you. You don't even realize how heavy it has been and what it has confined you in as a person. There's this idea of living in a box. Hi, Aqua. So if you are just chiming in, say hi. Let me know where you are in the world. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. And there's a specific way to say it. If you are a native, you have to accent the A very strongly. I learned that really quick. I was tested by my friend David. So, all right, this is as you peel away those layers and you heal those wounds, those patient zeros, and you start to acclimate to who you really are as a person and get that sense of newness about yourself, This is the time to really see how far you want to take things for yourself as a person. What do you want for your life? Where do you envision yourself going without outside projection on it? Hi in Minnesota. That is wonderful. Nice to meet you. This is a time of cracking open the heart, breaking out of that box, and seeing really what you're made of, your authenticity. You've been getting signs and synchronicities on how to go about this. When an opportunity of healing is presented to you, don't overthink it. Thank you. Don't question it and analyze it to death, because that is something that we tend to do often. Yes, Aqua, thank you for joining the team or the channel. Don't overthink things. Take that leap forward. You're worth the effort. It's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to uncover a lot of things that you didn't realize had accumulated over time. But as that happens, and as you face these little shadow parts of yourself, they can start to lift off. So I hope that that made sense. And again, if something resonates, fabulous, let me know in the comments. If it doesn't, ask for clarification. All is welcome. All is appreciated. We are going to see... Messages from your angel. This is, again, from Doreen Virtue. That is wonderful. I'm glad that it resonates with you. We generally have a theme as a collective, and we have more than one storyline. You are 30 minutes away from Minnesota right now. That is awesome, Danny. You really took that jump. I love it. We have this collective theme. This is the renewal. We just finished off all these old chapters. There's some stragglers because, well, God forbid we let go of strings better left to fray. But this is new beginnings, uncoverings of ourselves, and actualizing our greatness in something that is going to go the distance. I know that it's scary and it seems so alien, but this has been suppressed for so long that it is breaking away, and it is showing your vulnerability, which is truly a strength. So I know that it is uncomfortable. I know that it's not something that you want to do, but this is something that you need to do for your own personal growth. We have Rosetta. We have Serena, the angel of abundance, in charge of how to have and have faith. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, and parenting children. Now, this doesn't just involve children. This also involves, for one, helping people work through the troubles that have kept them from experiencing that childhood. Yes, you have to make it awesome. You're worth the effort. But again, this is not only just working with children, this is helping people get to that childlike innocence and actually see the world for the magical playground that is. It is truly an a la carte, and there's only so much space in your life. This is where you start clearing away all that junk, all the gunk, and actually start pulling in what you want. That is the flow of abundance. You don't have to think of things in a grand scale. You can think of things in that small baby step process and getting to where you want to go. I know some CEOs right now, and I've been talking with them. I've been hearing them talk, and it's not the idea of having $1 million in one shot. Yeah, well, it'd be awesomer looking back at the past if the tail fin. Oh, yeah, I actually really enjoy flying. I didn't think so. 2.5 weeks ago was the first time I ever flew. Actually, tomorrow, when this is recorded for, this will be my 3rd week since I flew out to Vegas, and I loved the flight. I loved coming here. It had such a sense of hominess about it, and I love it. The whole idea is looking back and seeing how far you've come, seeing where you will never have to be again, because you can't be confined in one space. And when I was talking with these CEOs, they were talking about not looking at everything as far as millions and billions, because that doesn't resonate with the inside. That's a huge jump. Think of small increments. Okay, I'm at 1 today, so tomorrow I'll be at 2, and the following day, or however long, I'll be at 4. Keep working on those small doubles, because you've already come as far as you have, and you've already accumulated as much as you have. So it stands to reason that you'll still have the ability to accumulate the same amount coming into play in the general time. So again, baby steps, trusting yourself, trusting your ability, and moving forward. I want to get clarification on this. Too many. I'm not feeling that one. I am feeling you and you, however. Okay. Alrighty, we have Caressa and we have Astara. I hope I'm pronouncing the names right. If not, feel free to correct me because, you know, God forbid. Okay, we have you are at the end of a cycle in your life. This is talking about the stragglers. Yeah, Thompson? I feel like I missed something, Matthew. Okay, you're at the end of the cycle, so call upon your angels to comfort you and guide you into the next step. This is going to be guided really, well, protectively and divinely. So, okay, you deserve the best. Breaking away from all those old shifts that have hit the fan for you. Hunter S. Thompson. Okay, I love it. Yes. But however, I'm not doing the Hunter S. Thompson thing and going completely out of my mind in the moment. Genius writer, genius man, just not that. Okay, you deserve the best. So everything that you want is within reach. But you have to think about how that resonates on the inside. What is it that you truly want? What is it that's something that resonates with you? Because your story is a story that is untold. And that is something that no one else can tell you how to live or how to go about. This is generally guidelines for how to make yourself comfortable in your own personal transition onto the next phase of your life. Some of us are starting new chapters. Some of us are starting entirely new books, and that is something that you need to actualize as a person. Where are you along your journey? Where have you gone, and what have you learned from it, and what are you willing to let go of? Because a lot of us, we hold on to these discomforts because it is something that we've grown accustomed to over time. Doesn't mean that it's healthy. It just means that we're used to it, which you're above that. You're above what you are used to. I want to look at archetypes. We're going to see where that goes. This is Caroline Mize. This has 80 cards in it. They, on more than one occasion, will fly in half decks across the entire room. Doesn't matter where I am, there's 80 cards in it. But these are the archetypes. These are things to be mindful of. This is part of our theme. And yesterday, I think it was healer, warrior, but right now we are looking at addictive behaviors in ourselves. What do we do to numb ourselves out to our surroundings? And how is that healthy? How is that holding us back? And are we making excuses for ourselves? In a lot of cases, I have found that in the past, I had made excuses for myself. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And it was all this self-imposed prison. So spotlight on the positive, seductive qualities of yourself. What are your strengths and where can you build on? That is something that you actually should probably make a list on and be unapologetic in it and be completely raw and form with it. Gift for negotiating fairness. So this is the balancing act between personal and professional and keeping those lines of respect and strong boundary form. You can work with people that you know. You can work in situations that you have been in the past and keep that separate from your own personal identity. You can have structure and standards that do not fit at home, but fit for your progress in business for that sense of abundance. Self-imposed prism. That's actually kind of genius. Kind of like your premature articulation. That sounds dirty, it sounds disgusting, but it's actually really genius with words. I love how you shift the meaning of things just by, well, the slight alterations that you speak them. Like taking you for granted. That is normally a negative connotation, but somehow you spun it into this positive note, and I love that about you. So then we have mediator, the gift for negotiating fairness and strategy. Okay, so that is seeing both sides of an argument and being able to be in the middle and balance. And again, that is working with boundaries in both business and personal life and not mixing the two, and realize that one is for bringing in the abundance and one is the core part of your being that actually sets up for that. So this is the eggshell that you are on part of. It's not something that cracks, it is just what is on either side and how those two apply pressure to the same object. Right? Danny, I feel like I missed something because that seems incredibly morbid what I just read. So if you are watching this, then you are probably in connection with working with people, being a service to people, and that is part of a healing title of yours. There are so many ways to be a healer to someone. It can be as simple as listening without bias. It can be as intense as being a surgeon. This is all along your storyline, but there are so many ways to serve the public and be part of that web, and that is where you are finding where your strengths are. You are breaking away the self-imposed addictive behavior that holds you back in place, and this is to learn to not compromise your integrity and honesty. Don't live in gray area, live in black and white. Something fits with you or something that doesn't fit with you, and move on from there. What expands you as a person but does not subject other people to harm or manipulation? That is something to keep in mind. So I hope that that made sense. We are going to look at love, and then I'm going to start pulling personal cards. Actually, before I even look at love, we're going to look at what's healing amongst the collective right now. We have, let's see, I'm not being pulled to that one. Let's see what wants to come out. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, holding on to the vase. We got release and surrender. What is the scariest part of letting go and taking responsibility for your own life and breaking away from the character that has been bestowed on you from others? You have nothing else to blame anything on. Taking control of your life means that you take complete responsibility, complete authority over what your supposed faults are and what your weaknesses are, and trying to strengthen those and build up this own individual character of yours. Your madness of going sane. I kind of like that. And I've actually experienced that recently, especially with today's healing. Again, I can't tell you how moving that was with Zen Rose Garden. When I first had it, it was more of an emotional thing, but this was more energizing, more like I could finally breathe after all these years. That's something for you to check out with. I have no idea what you two are talking about right now, and it's kind of nerve-wracking. Okay, we have enchantment and signs. So this is saying that, yes, you've been, I said this at the beginning too, I've been saying this for every single reading. Your life is constantly giving you signs and synchronicities and pushing you in directions every waking moment of your life. That is the co-creation part of it. You're not crazy for acknowledging it or following it. It doesn't make you frilly or delusional. It doesn't make you weak-minded. It makes you open and communicating with spirit and strengthening your bond with that and really creating your world through your perception and what it is. I really hope that that made sense. Don't start pulling back on it. This isn't something that you need to second guess. This is truly a strength of yours. And, well, try, if something doesn't quite click into place for you, like if you're getting animal symbolism or something keeps crossing your path, there are ways to look into it. And also you can reach out to like-minded people in your community, because there's something for those meaning, whether it is coin, whether it is animal, whether it is something standing out amongst the static. You can get clarification on what that could mean to you and along your path, but usually you'll get it upon initial crossing of it. Some people think that the crow of the raven represents death, when actually it represents a new chapter, recycling, or a rebirth, but also the magic working behind the scenes. So I hope that that made sense. American Horror Story. You know, I've never seen that show. I'm not one for horror. I actually require ridiculous comedy or romantic comedies, as long as it's ridiculous, because if it tries to even blend into reality, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. This is silly. This is not something that could possibly happen. I have to deal with the ridiculousness of it. Hey, Lisa. Guys, if you're just chiming in, say hello. Lisa, I did not see you come in, but welcome. So I'm going to draw in love, and then I'm going to pull personal projections. We're going to see where that goes. We're going to look at the card that just flipped. Oop. Hopefully this does not. Yesterday when I was doing the live, the camera fell, and that was awesome. Audio went out and everything. That's something that you risk when you go live. You could never quite know what's going to happen. I went live on Zen Rose Garden last week, and my friends kind of chimed in on the reading. It was really funny. I love them. Hey, DLJ. I would like if I could actually not have these fly everywhere, but wouldn't you know it, that's kind of not what's happening at the moment. So I'm going to put it up there. Hey. It was really funny. I don't know. They're good people. All right, so if you were single and looking, well, children are going to be affecting your love life, not in a negative sense, but you have to do a lot of reconnecting in your life. You've pulled away from so many relationships. You've done so much hermit mode, so much introspection, but you've done enough. I have to fix the camera. Hi. You've done enough introspection and all that inner workings. I think this is slipping back again. I'm sorry if it does that. Okay. You have to forgive yourself for being cold and callous when you were simply just trying to do a lot of self-work and not have anyone else interfere on that. Also, you can't have a relationship if you don't love yourself first. No one can fill your cup for you. No one can give you that sense of complete life. That only comes from you. Because if you keep taking from your counterpart, then what are they going to have to fill their cup? This is mutual overflowing, mutual respect, mutual entanglement. You know, I actually have something that I can start using soon, Danny, but thank you. And if you ever want to send equipment my way, Danny, who would I be to stop you? That would be cruel and unusual. Anyway, so get back in touch with yourself, get back in touch with the world. This is talking about reconciliation on all fronts. You have to really come back into the world. Enough seclusion, the time's up. And if this is talking about reconciliation as a whole, then this means that you put so much responsibility on your head and theirs to even make this a commitment. This was so serious from the get-go. There was little to no playfulness. And there was actually a lot of using each other. Manipulation, but not in a malicious intent. It was trying to make the other person mirror what you thought that they could be. Trying to make them what you thought to be the best of their ability. So anyway, this is talking about coming back to the table, working it out, forgiving each other for those self-imposed prisons that you bestowed on each other, and really reconnecting in authentic form and loving not only yourself but each other, because it was that entanglement, there was that mutual love. It was just so much stress because you had to break those old programs. So I hope that that made sense. And if this is talking to already established relationships, then you guys are incredibly stressed out. You guys have been pulling away. This is the time where you guys are coming back together. And you guys have got to treat yourself. There has been so much responsibility on whatever family or friends that you have, and trying to please everyone. You can't be a people pleaser in this and still try and have a relationship. You have to be happy in yourself. You have to forget other people's ideals and keep yourself, well, honest and open and receiving without conditions. Learning to love without conditions is the strongest thing in this. So I hope that that made sense. We're at 2414. I'm going to call the reading. If you're just chiming in, I'll give you a personal projection for the next 24 hours. So it's first come, first serve. And let's see. Spaceship Superstar. I don't know what that is, Matthew. So who would like a card pulled? Because if it's going to be quiet, I'm going to call the reading. And I'll see you all tomorrow. I don't know what you're talking about, Danny. I cannot pull you. You are in Canada. Half hour away from Minnesota, last I knew. All right, so Danny and then Matthew. Oh, guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, Wednesday morning I'll be doing the midweek projection with Zen Rose Garden. Check them out. It's all going to be in the description. Amazing people again. All right, what does love want to tell Danny? I know that you don't want a relationship right now, but that's only fear-based. You've done a lot of work and you've jumped into the complete unknown in your life, and there's something that you need to give a shot. Give it the benefit of the doubt and not, well, you have to be able to have these hard conversations with each other. Do you want children? Do you not want children? Can we be together? What are politics I really don't give a damn about as far as relationship goes. Just don't bestow that on another person. But this is saying there is a relationship that's coming into play. It's going to be very fruitful and playful at first, but be careful of hiding any part of yourself. Any white lie still counts as a lie and builds up as dirt under the rug, and you'll fall flat on your face. So you have heart-to-heart conversations coming into play. You have to have all those conversations on what you want for your future, the non-negotiables, and you can't say what the other person wants to hear. So that is what I'm getting for you. This is going to be someone, yeah, who is coming your way, Danny. So awesome, congratulations, and let me know how that goes. And Matthew, for you, I'm happy that it's wide open. Let's see. Matthew, for you, I think I want daily guidance from your angels. Open soul surgery. I had that today. That was actually incredibly beautiful. Again, David and Heather are amazing. Guys, the CEOGs of Zen Rose Garden, check them out. Hey Matthew, after the heart's been broken open, what's inside of it? Matthew, you have 4 cards. You have a diamond, absolutely. What do you desire? What is it with you in that tonight, Danny? You have child, daydream, and see only love. So, again, you have to be forthcoming with what your wants and desires are and what you want moving forward. You have this incredible garden that's coming into fruition, but in place, you're not giving the ground time to heal from it, and you are continuously planting seeds, and you don't want the land to dry up. A Neil Diamond. Hey, I like Neil Diamond. There is a child who is coming in and affecting your life. Now, this can be children that already exist or children that are pending to exist in your world. I see that there is an angel holding a baby, and there's a halo around its head. So this is saying that this baby is angelic. Sweet Caroline, Jesus. Okay, I love what's going on with you guys right now. Those little quips and theme, those little tying togethers. So there is a child that is waiting to come into your world, and there is a woman holding this child right now. But it's very angelic, wonderful soul, and this is a very nurturing person that's coming into play. So dream about how this is going to come into fruition. This is not just a child that's coming into your life. This is abundance of love that is waiting for you, not just through child, but through environment, through relationships, through friendships, through building your own personal family. This is all coming into fruition right now. You're embarking on a golden age, which I find really incredibly beautiful. But then again, you still have to put out and nurture the seeds that you have already planted and what you truly want and push that forward. I did not notice that out about those two, and I love those musicians. So, all right, so I think your name is I. Matthew, I hope your reading made sense. If not, personal message me. You want to know about love. We'll see where that goes. I'm glad that made sense to you, Matthew. So what does love want to tell you? I don't know what your relationship status is, so I'm going to speak to most friends. All right, this card really wants to come out, so I'm going to pull that, and let's see what else wants to come out. I feel like there's one more at least. All right, so I don't know what your relationship status is, but I have 6 cards here for you. We're going to see what love wants to tell you. You're single. All right, so your last relationship, which you are projecting onto incoming relationships, is love that didn't match up. You really poured your heart out to this person, and it was completely falling on deaf ears. Complete disservice to you as a person. I get that it really hurt, but that was unwavering love, which was calling in a genuine relationship that's going to go the distance. You had your heart broken by this person, but imagine how amazing you'll love when this person actually comes into play. When someone has rejected your heart and you gave them everything, you still have that heart that's broken open and that's growing, showing you unconditional love. You're about to find out how deep that goes for you as a person. And I think that this person coming into play, it does have the chance to go the long distance. This is someone you've been in relationship with through many lives, as many people, through different situations. You're going to know this person by the way that they feel. It is going to be such a feeling of home. It's going to scare the bejesus out of you. So this is saying you're going to want to reject it. That is going to be your second response. Your first response is going to be, oh my God, there they are. I mean, I've waited for this. So take the time and getting to know them. Make sure that you don't hide anything about yourself from this person. There's nothing about you that isn't lovable, but you have to make the decision very soon on what parts of yourself you're willing to let die off. Now, this can be issues of dependency. I don't know if it is codependency or any sort of addictive behavior, but this is something that to be mindful of getting into a relationship, and don't hide that from the counterpart. So I hope that that made sense. And again, you have a relationship that involves the ability to go the strong distance. You have a very big and nurturing heart. You don't need to have it be cold and callous to keep yourself from getting hurt again. I hope that that made sense. So, who would like another personal projection? Absolutely, anytime. Thank you for reaching out, by the way. Who would like a personal projection? Because if it's going to be fun. Hi, DJ. All right, yep. For you, I'm getting archetypes, DJ. Oh. Let's see where this goes. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself, passion for a journey of personal empowerment, expressing soul insights in symbolic language, facilitating spiritual commitments, and serving as a channel for spiritual energy. This is talking about your spiritual awakening, seeing yourself for the beautiful individual you are. Awesome. I have 100 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. All right, you are an awakening soul. You have been through so much. You have these boundaries that are being put into place, and it is not making you jaded as a person in the slightest. This is you allowing yourself to express everything that you've learned, not using your life in any sense of the word as a cautionary tale. Your life is not a cautionary tale. You have so many strengths and so many amazing stories of perseverance that you can share those very openly with people, and they can see what you were able to overcome and see how they can actually follow suit. So you are this huge beacon of light. You give people strength, and that is something that is so lovable about you. So Aria wants to come in. Bear with me one moment. Hi. Come on in, girlie. Okay. Did you all miss me? So this is you owning your beacon of light, owning your warrior stance, and rescuing others with your story of perseverance, which makes you all the more lovable because you're showing your imperfection, and that allows other people to show theirs and build off of that as a strength. So congratulations on you, and I really can't wait to see how this part of your road unfolds for you. So yeah, just keep speaking that in authenticity and proudly. You should be incredibly proud about that. So, who would like the next card pulled? And if it's going to be quiet, again, we can just call this till tomorrow because I will be on every single day except for at least one day, which means that I will do the weekend projection, obviously, on Friday. But anyway, I'm completely here for you. Reach out, and I absolutely love it. And also, I do the Sunday and Wednesday readings with Zen Rose Garden. Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, before I close up, would anyone like one last card pulled? All right, you guys, I think we're going to call it. I will see you all tomorrow, bright and early, same time. So until then, stay safe, have fun, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.